Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, June 26, 2013. Well, I heard from everybody, well, maybe not everybody, but surprisingly, I heard from a lot of people, and the consensus, and you can look at the comments from yesterday, but the consensus is that the video length is just about right and the subject matter segments are just about right. So we will move forward. Of course, I guess the question sort of answers itself because anybody who is watching these apparently likes them. So, of course, they're going to agree with them, but a lot of times people still have constructive criticism or ideas, and I'm always looking for that. So thanks for your comments about that. Alright, what's on tap for today? Well, this one's kind of a biggie right here, gross domestic product. We'll take a look at how it has performed typically, and you can see back here in 08 and the beginning of 09, maybe the first quarter of 09, it actually went negative. But you can see up here that prior quarter over quarter was plus 2.4, and the consensus for this quarter is 2.4, and the range of consensus is in here. So we're hoping that that it fits in that range somehow, or at least exceeds it and doesn't actually end up below it. Yesterday's announcements were actually surprisingly optimistic and very, I guess you could say, bullish on the economy. New home sales were up, consumer confidence is way up, pricing index for new homes is up, surprisingly quite a bit actually. If you want to take a look at this, if you're thinking about selling your house or buying one, either or, this is actually pretty stunning, a 12% increase in prices. So very surprising there, and the GDP is always a big one. That's a pretty big one, only comes out every quarter. So watch to see what happens at 8:30 this morning. Okay, I wanted to let you know that I did sell that gold, or buy back that gold spread yesterday. I sold it for 43 cents and I bought it back for 4 cents for a 39-cent gain. Pretty happy with that. So now we have kind of a unique situation here as we look at the market open. It's up. Looks like it's going to open up this morning. A slight gap up at 59. For the Dow, but everything's looking around the 0.5% mark. So that's a pretty significant open. The thing that I wanted to, though, that really kind of scared me this morning here is this gold. Gold continues to sink, and I'm not really sure exactly what's going on there. I tried to look to see if there was any news this morning or anything that could, help me to understand why the price is going down so much. The market goes down, gold goes down. The market goes up, gold goes down. It's just not making any sense to me. So my comment yesterday about buying the silver, well, let's hope that you didn't act on it right away. Today may be another day that you might want to take a look at buying some of that junk silver, as they call it. The Nikkei, still pretty wild, 2%. That's pretty big. It moves on the average, I would say, about 2%, but it's down 2% today. So or at the moment I should say. So that's another one that you might want to take a look at, maybe to get a hint at least at what's going on in Japan, which is a rather large, significant economy and makes some huge impact on the markets around the world. Okay, so where are we with our current positions? We have negative delta, which means that we are basically bearish here on Celgene and CF, and they're doing pretty good. Are they anywhere near max? I don't think so. I can take gold out of here. Okay. Celgene, we'll just take a look at them on the Analyze tab. They're moving up there pretty good, but not quite there yet. And CF, we just recently entered that one. So we're looking for that one to spend a little bit more time to mature a little bit before we figure that we want to get out of that. And we can't tell by this what the open's going to be. Pretty much it looks like where it's at, where it closed. There's no indicators there whether it's going to open bullish or bearish. Okay. We want to take a look at our trade plan here. Remember to read it over before we go in and we do the scan. Alright, so make sure that you do that. I did it already. It's like almost one of the first things that I do in the morning. Sort of like sleep learning before I have finished my first cup of coffee. I got up a little bit late this morning, excuse me, and that's sort of why I'm moving along quickly here. Okay, so on to the A+ list. Okay, let's take a look at Apple. I didn't look at it yesterday at all. I'm sort of curious on what might have happened. Darn. Here, let's go this way. Alright. Well, it started to have a good day, and then it didn't really have a good day after that. Sorry to say, no entry indicators there at all. Can you say that we lost out on this trade? You could say that, but there's other ones. We're still doing okay. We are doing just fine. Let me dump down here. There we go. Okay. Amazon. I believe I did have an alert go off yesterday. Did I not? Oh yeah. Priceline. I did get an alert on Priceline. So when we get there, we'll take a look at that. Alright, Amazon still wiggling around. Okay, let's spend a moment and take a look at maybe doing another iron condor on this. I don't want to do weeklies this far out because there's just not enough. There's not enough open positions. If you take a look at even at the money, there's only like around 100. So not even 100 over here on the put side. So we want to stay away from weeklies that are too far out. If you're going to play weeklies, it should be the next week, but I'm not doing an iron condor on one that's either expires this Friday or next Friday. Might take a look at July. Maybe a higher probability one, maybe with a 255. If we were to look at that, 255 is less than 20, and 290, so 290, 255, 290, 255, 290, all right, where we were the last time, and 255, ooh, That's not, that seems very much different than the last one that we did on the put side. Oh, that's because the price was way down here. And I think that we were in that one a tad longer. 5, 6 to 6. Yeah, we were in that one a month and a half, probably about 6 weeks. So maybe July is not a good expiration. Let's look at August. And we'll look at around that 18 also. So that would be 240 and 305. 305 and 240. Yeah. 305 and 240. Okay, how much will we get on that? And we get 69 cents on that side and 66 on that side. So we're going to risk, let's look at our risk. Okay, we are going to risk 365 to make 135. That's approximately a 3 to 1 risk reward ratio. And let's look at probability out there in August for that expiration. We're pretty well within the probability window. There's really, this probably would be a pretty good trade right about now. Okay, so that's 2,000 and that's 540. 540, max profit. And we're risk 1460. So that's not too bad. So I might consider that. Okay, so that is Amazon. We'll take a look at BIDU. We might be back into an uptrend here. I'm a little, let's see, we're down. Our confirmations are all down except for the short-term MACD here. The only confirmation that we're getting, we're below our 50. The 9 days moving down, 50's up a little bit. I would like to see a little bit more confirmation that we really are in an uptrend here. So, although, let's just take a look at, at what's going on in July, how far below there we can get. We can get down to 85. 85 is right here. That's probably a pretty good deal. Even though it looks a little weak, if we do an 85, which is a delta of 22, and if it moves up this morning, we're looking at maybe a slightly higher open. If you look at the midpoint between these two. This also has possibilities. So let's put an alert on that above the high from yesterday. Or not the high, but the close. So there's our first alert for today. So it barely meets our rules. We have the hookup, we have the 50 MA green, we have MACD hooking up, but most of our confirmations are saying no, except for this stochastic here on the weekly. That looks like it may be dipping below, but we don't have the hook up yet. But we're going to see if we can jump in here at 85, which is the previous, that's actually the low for the year, or maybe the low for a long time. So that one a little weak, but not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, Celgene, we're in this. We might have another entry possibility if we come back up here. Let's throw a target on there. I'll be looking for that target. See if we are also in that one, and that one's playing out very nicely. Chipotle. Mentioned that we wanted to look at this for a counter trend trade. We're looking for it to continue downward. Actually, that would be a bearish trade. We're just still looking at it. Actually, it looks like a little concerned about, market was up yesterday and Chipotle was down. The red candle, not good in my book. Okay, so what do we got here? We got down, down, down. Let's wait for it to come up here. We're going to put another target in here, and we will, if we're going to go counter trend on that one, that would be a bearish trade or a bear call on that one. If we can get the stochastic to come up here and give us an entry indicator. Gold, we just got out of that one, and we're looking for another opportunity to jump in again. Nothing there right now. Google. There we go. Alright. Counter trend trade. Yeah, I would think Google would be a good one. It opened up and just did nothing but move down. So that's another one. Ooh, but when to get in? That's the question. That would be the question. Yeah, I'm going to think about that. I don't know that I'll have time to think about that today. My daughter's moving today, and I think I'm going to end up lending a hand, so I'm going to be pretty busy today myself. But here's what I would do if I had time to look at this. I would put an alert in here, which is what I'm going to do. Oops. What the heck was that? I'm going to put an alert. Oh, I clicked the wrong. Right click. Okay, alert. We are just going to see if this alert triggers from my perspective. I would say if it triggers, this would be a good counter trend trade, even stronger than the last one that we looked at. And what I would do, probably July. We're looking at Delta. Wow. Delta at 925. Holy Katzenjammer. That looks like a very good trade. If you were to get in here at this Delta 20 is at 925. What is that paying? What is that giving you? 90 cents. That looks very attractive. Very attractive, ladies and gentlemen. So I might put an auto trade in on this. So I might say if the underlying goes below this 863, then I will buy at the market. I don't know. I'm not going to be here today. I shouldn't do that, but you guys should really definitely take a look at that. And then I'll just kick myself if I didn't get in on it. All right, let's take a look at Goldman. Okay, we had an alert on Goldman. I'm going to cancel it. But Goldman also is not looking real strong even after yesterday. Small range, big battle going on. here's what I'm going to do. I am going to just take this alert and I'm just going to move it up. And you folks should do the same. And I say, if it comes back down here, this is a trend change or counter trend change trade here. And what can you do here with Goldman? A 20 delta, it's not looking real good. I don't like this. I like to see something at 20 or very close to it, not at 28 and 16. That's a little bit out of it, but just let's see what we got here. 48 cents. It's not really a lot, but not too bad. But at 165, you can see that Goldman can do it in a short period of time. And we have to wait all the way out to here. So they've done that kind of move in just a little bit over a week. Oh, I'd take a pass on that one. I would take a pass. But we'll leave the alert there just to see what happens today. Sometimes, if it moves down enough, you might get a strike that's at 20, and then you can jump on it. LinkedIn, not seeing anything here. Could be a good August iron condor. Let's look at our 20 deltas on that. 155 and 205. 155. That looks like a pretty good iron condor, actually. So that's another one you may want to take a look at for today or tomorrow or sometime this week, is an iron condor on LinkedIn. MasterCard. Oh, we're really running long today. Sorry, folks. MasterCard. Uptrend, hook up here. Looking kind of weak, and the market was up yesterday. MasterCard has a red candle. I'm going to stay away from that one for right now, even though everything's looking down. So all our confirmations are down. Netflix. Nothing there. A little concerned about their price action yesterday as well. Priceline. Priceline. Red candle on a green day. A little concerned about that one too. Panera. Alright, we just had this roll over, so we're waiting. We're going to put a target up here. So we have to wait on that one a little bit. And then finally Visa. That's looking good, actually. I would say that Visa, we put an alert on Visa. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to be able to do anything at all on any of these today. But we'll put an alert on Visa. The hook up, flattening out. Yeah. We're up there, up here. We just got a white dot here on the 9-day. We're moving above that. Visa's looking really good. Might do an auto trade on that one. Okay, that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your comments. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.